What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Rangers Talk podcast. We apologize for the delays here. We were waiting on Statboy Steven, which we honestly have no idea where he is. Hopefully, he'll be joining us soon. But we got, of course, Nico here as always, and we got CJeths here to talk some Rangers, talk some hockey since other Nick couldn't join us this week since he's out of town right now. But Rangers coming off a big win against the Pittsburgh Penguins, play the Nashville Predators tonight. How are we feeling?
I mean, we're buzzing. We are buzzing right now. It wasn't going well last week, that's for sure, but they're starting to put it together now. 2 or 3 big wins in a row against division rivals, taking down Pittsburgh back-to-back, just cruising by them. And, we got one more month here to go, so they're putting it together at the right time right now, and it's an exciting time to be a Ranger fan, that's for sure.
Yep, 100%. And man, that game last night was just ridiculous for Igor Shesterkin in particular. I mean, some of those saves that he made, and we apologize, like I said, Michael, for the delay, but we're going to get to your guys' calls as well in the show. And we're going to just talk mostly about last night's game, even though yesterday I did that. But we'll talk more about it because it was a ridiculous game. And is there anything better than beating the Pittsburgh Penguins, guys? Because I really don't know if there's anything better.
Maybe the Islanders when you play at whatever rink they play at now. But no, beating the Penguins is the best feeling ever.
I think so.
Especially when you take 5 penalties throughout the game, especially when Malkin's just throwing Braden Schneider into the boards with no mercy whatsoever. And you have them just whacking at each other and Gino's just crying all game. Mm-hmm. There's nothing better.
It's a lovely sight. It truly is.
Yeah, the Jari chants fed families last night. It was great. And yeah, Igor was Igor. The defense was the most solid it's been since Lindgren went down. I could agree completely with that comment. The defense was great last night, and Ryan Lindgren's only going to come back and help this defense get better, which is crazy to think about, which this team's going to be friggin' scary when Lindgren comes back. They're going to be a problem.
Yep, absolutely. I totally forgot. Like, Lindgren, we don't even have him right now, so when he comes back, the defense has looked good recently. So, as you said, Lindgren's just going to make it 10 times better again. For Fox getting his partner back, Fox is going to look even better. We know how he plays when he plays with Lindgren. And then you throw Mikkola on the third pair. Keandre and Shrupa have been looking solid. So, when everything's clicking for this team, they're going to be tough to beat in the playoffs. It's simple as that.
Yeah, I'm excited for Nico Mikkola to actually be where he belongs on the third pair. That's for sure. Because my God, watching
it.
Yeah, when he went flying into the boards last night, I couldn't help but laugh at that when he was trying the back check there. The dude's just he's just so fucking tall, and it's just funny.
Yeah, it's like he hasn't he never actually got a feeling for his body. He had a growth spurt in high school and just never really got a feeling for his legs.
Yeah, it's funny to watch him play. It really is, especially in person. He is a funny dude to watch play. But I'm excited for that. And then Harper could get out of the lineup, which I know a lot of fans yesterday were getting on him and saying that he wasn't great. But I didn't have a problem with Harper yesterday personally. I don't know if either of you guys did, but for me personally, I didn't have an issue.
Playing his role, 7th defenseman.
Yeah.
He's just here holding the fort down. I think he's been good in the time that Lindgren's been out. So, or not good, at least just doing his job, whatever. And he'll be out of the lineup soon. Maybe tonight, probably not, but definitely soon this week.
Well, one thing I do know is that there's a lot of injuries for Nashville because thanks to Steven's tweet, he tweeted out, no Yossi, no McDonough, no Johansson, no Forsberg. So that's a lot of big names. You gotta win.
You gotta destroy them. 6-0. Like, that should be child's play against this team. You should be able to completely and utterly dominate this team.
Just don't make it a close one, probably, with all these names out. But let's see if we can get it done.
Yeah, we might get cardiac Rangers tonight. That's for sure.
Please God, no.
Yes. especially with Jarl Halak in goal. You never know. He's such a wild card. You have him give up either 2 goals in the first minute, or you have him just be lights out, and then he'll give up a soft goal here and there. But that's such a wild card. But yeah, with last night's game, Harper looked okay, if not unnoticeable, which is a positive in my book. He caused no harm. Completely agree with that, Michael. Completely agree. And if I had to highlight anyone from last night when it comes to forward group, who would you guys highlight? Because I think I have my name in mind.
It's a tough one.
Mine's going to be sarcastic, so I'm going to let you go first.
I'm going to go Vladimir Tarasenko. I think Tarasenko has just been unbelievable with the Rangers. He's all over the place, honestly, too. Like, his back check, I've been really impressed with it. I didn't know if he would be that great on the defensive end, but he's making hustle plays, and he's just working great on that top line with Mika and Panarin. So noticeable last night. They just worked so well together, getting on the board with that beautiful one-timer, getting a couple apples, I believe. So Tarasenko was buzzing, but I mean, there's a lot of names definitely to choose from there.
Yeah, I agree. Tarasenko would definitely be up there. Who do you got, Nick?
As a joke, I'm going to say Barclay Goodrow because the man played 2 power plays in his whole career and got a penalty on both of them.
Yeah, they mentioned that one on the cast.
I wouldn't be able to pick one, but if I had to pick a top 3, it'd be Trocheck, Zibanejad, and Tarasenko. And the reason I'm putting Trocheck in there is because especially in back-to-back games against Pittsburgh, he was locked in both those games. I mean, he played in all 3 scenarios, shorthanded, 5-on-5, and power play, and he did well in all 3. He got under Malkin's skin, he got under Crosby. Like he just, we're starting to see the playoff Trocheck that really kind of at some points scared us Rangers fans last year, and I'm absolutely loving it. And he's doing good in the dot. I think he's first in the Rangers in faceoff percentage, right, at like 54 point something percent.
Yeah, he's like towards the top of the league.
Yeah, he's doing really well. I was a little iffy about Trocheck at the beginning of the year, especially with the penalties he was taking, because he has taken some really just dumb penalties, but man, when he's on like that, especially in big games against division rivals like Pittsburgh, you're glad he's on your side.
And especially with how the Rangers play Carolina, he was on that team obviously last year. So, maybe he'll give us a couple pointers about what they like to do and their tendencies. So that'll be crucial there for sure too.
100%.
Yeah, I'm excited for playoff Trocheck, especially because he was one of the leaders for Carolina last year with their scoring. And that's with Sebastian Aho, that's with Teravainen, that's with Svechnikov, that's with all of them. So I'm excited to see what Trocheck's going to bring come playoff time for sure. And I think that he's an underrated piece for the Rangers when they come around. I think you're going to see why he's got signed to the contract he did when the playoffs come around. And you're going to get more production than you got from Ryan Strome. I think that's fair to say, which Ryan Strome, as long as we're not missing open nets, we're good here. We're good here. So I wanted to give some love, though, to Kreider, who's showed up the past 2 nights. And that's something that we need from him going forward, because if this team wants to go far or win a cup, they need the Chris Kreider of what he gave last year, even in the playoffs. And I thought last year he was solid. He definitely no-showed at the beginning of that Pittsburgh series, but towards the end, he started to pick it up, and he definitely looked like old playoff Chris Kreider. And this is the Kreider that we need going forward. And if he could start throwing Bod too a bit more, then we're definitely in business here, because that's what we need him to do. And we need him to get in on the forecheck and really lead that second line when it comes to that forecheck there. Him and Trocheck, all they got to do is just find a way to set up Patrick Kane. And yeah, you're in pretty good shape there, I'd say so.
Yeah. That line is buzzing. Kreider, Trocheck, Kane.
Love it.
The top 6 it's the best in the league. I really do think it is. And you got the kids, 4th line of Jimmy VZ, Mott, and Goodrow. I mean, these are just times you've prayed for as a Ranger fan. This is some team right now. So just enjoy it.
You're telling me you don't miss Matt Pumple in the top 6?
Are you kidding me?
You don't miss David Desharnais in the top 6?
Come on, guys.
Oh, my God.
You don't miss top 6, even Jimmy Vesey?
Colin Blackwell.
Oh, my God. Vlad Domestico, Ryan Spooner. Oh, the good old boys.
The good old days. Yes, we got a Devils fan in the chat. The classic.
Oh man.
Why do I wear a wig? That's actually a funny comment. I can't even be mad about that. We might not have to worry about selling off Goudreau if Hedel and Miller keep playing the way they are. I don't know. Like Philip, I'm so torn on Hedel right now because when he is on a cold stretch, it is brutal for Philip Hedel, which is what we're seeing right now. But when he's on a hot stretch, he's one of the best on the team, if not the best players on the team. I don't know what his contract looks like next year at this rate, considering what he's been giving over the past week or two.
Probably like a Kreider bridge, like what we gave to Kreider. What was it, 4 times 4.6, but maybe a little bit lower than that 4.6?
I think it's going to be in the range of 4.5 to 5.
Yeah, it's tough to say, but we need Philip Hedel to get hot come playoff time, and Keandre Miller definitely needs to be a bit better as well. I agree with that. I didn't have a problem with him last night, but the game before, there were definitely a couple of bad plays. He made that boneheaded turnover to Sidney Crosby behind the net. You can't make mistakes like that come playoff time, so they're going to need Keandre Miller to be a bit better. So Justin asking, what do we expect in the offseason? Good question. I mean, could we start with what's the salary cap going to look like next year?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions to be asked. I'm personally I haven't been thinking about the offseason at all. Like, I just want to
enjoy the ride.
Year. Yeah, and make a big run, and then we'll see what happens in the offseason when we cross that bridge.
Yeah, I think that if you're going to get Kane or Tarasenko to re-sign, I think your chances are actually better if you don't win a cup this year because they might feel there's unfinished business. But hopefully one or somehow both could be re-signed. Like Steven's saying, if you could somehow convince them to take a Bergeron, Krejci type deals there, then you're in business. But that's a lot to ask for from players. It's their right to get the most money. So it's going to be tough for them to fit one or both, but we'll see. We'll definitely see if they could end up pulling it off. But you're probably looking at most of the cap going to Miller, Lafreniere, and Hedel this offseason. So I think that's what you should expect. And then maybe there's a chance Barclay Goudreau gets moved. I don't know, though, if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't see them really trading him. I think he's a big glue guy in the locker room. He does all the things right on that fourth line. I feel like it's gonna be a tough choice to move him, but I mean, you never know. So we'll see.
All the guys that we think could be cap casualties one day would be. You really worry about shaking up the room like Kreider, Trouba, and Gaudreau. Like those are 3 contracts I could just maybe name off the top of my head that are probably going to be cap casualties at some point. And there's no easy way out of it. There isn't.
Yeah, it's a tough decision. Then Ryan Lindgren's like also a name that could be a cap casualty this offseason. So you wonder what's going to happen there. If this stretch of play, the fact that the Rangers have been playing well even without him, if that maybe changes things. I hope not, because I think Lindgren you should keep around since he's only signed for $3 million. Just ride that contract out. But we'll have to wait and see which way they go about it.
Yeah, it's going to be an offseason full of decisions. He has his hands full, Chris Drury. But hopefully we could just win the cup and it doesn't become that much of an issue at that point.
Yeah, 100%. Kreider gets a bad rep. Even in some games, he has done a good job, done his job parking in front of the net, and the team just has a problem shooting the puck to him. True, but at the same time, he's also not tipping pucks in the way that he was last year. And I know it's hard for him to replicate what he did last year, scoring 50 goals, but at the end of the day, you need to get a bit more from Kreider, and what he's been giving you the past few games is what we really need from him. That's for sure. Yeah,
absolutely. Kane will just set up Kreider, and Kreider's always going to finish in front of the net, and we know Kane could sauce him through any sort of hole. So I really love Kreider and Kane. I think they have something really good going on.
Better than Panarin and Kane?
That's tough to say. I mean, obviously, Panarin and Kane Chicago days are crazy, but I don't know. It hasn't worked in New York, but it was nice to see him connect last night.
Oh, that was disgusting last night.
Yeah.
That was, oh my God, that was ridiculous.
It's great to see. Lovely
Yeah,
sight.
Kane's passing is just, it's unreal. It is unfreaking real. And we rave about Panarin's passing.
Yeah,
Kane does it better.
I think
Mhm.
so. He
Yeah.
does.
Just the way that he does it with defenders closing in on him, it's unreal. And he had that also nice play. Was it last night where he had that, or was it Thursday where he had that nice little stick lift play
Oh,
to keep
that
the puck in the
was
zone? I think that was last night.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
get an
with the
assist
Fox
for it,
goal.
but I mean that's what made the goal happen. Little
Yeah.
plays like that.
Yeah, and for as much as everyone said, well, he doesn't play defense, he's definitely been fine enough, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And I think he's starting to give more of a shit because he's on a good team now. So
Yeah,
you're going to see the efforts.
absolutely, especially in the playoffs.
I agree with this comment, Michael, that they should try Miller and Fox, especially while Lindgren's down. But we know Gallant loves to keep that pair together. And it's been together for the past 3 years now, even under David Quinn. So you're probably not going to see that that happen unless one of Trouba or Miller go down. Well, unless Trouba goes down, I should say, maybe then. But I still don't even think that we're going to see it.
Don't think so, at least for this year.
No. Do you guys think there's a chance they catch the Devils?
That's a tough one. That's a tall order.
That's a tall order.
I
mean,
think so.
they
we're,
have
we're
one game
five
against
now.
the Devils, so that's a huge game right there. If they want to catch them,
Mm-hmm. I think it's possible. I really do. I mean, what do you got? 13 games left for both sides.
They got 5 points on us.
5 points on us. You will obviously got to win that game against the Devils regulation, and then you have a 3-point gap. I think it's possible. I don't know what the Devils schedule looks like to round out the year.
let's see what
Rangers?
their strength of schedule is.
Yeah.
Got the Lightning
They have
tonight.
the 19th ranked. Yeah, they have the Lightning. Their hardest opponents, it says, are the Lightning, Wild, Jets, Rangers, Bruins.
Okay.
And the Rangers have the 12th in strength of schedule. 2 games against the Canes, a game against the Devils, Leafs, and Lightning. And then their easier games are 2 against Columbus, a game against the Blues, Capitals, but that always gives us fits, the Capitals. So I wouldn't say that's an easy one. 2 games against Buffalo, 1 game against Florida, and then Nashville tonight. So it's possible, but it's definitely going to be a tall order, like you said. That game against New Jersey is going to be huge if they want to catch them. They have to win that game for starters.
Yeah, that's going to be big. I don't know. They play that game, I think, like next week against Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around next week. But yeah, I think the Rangers got to go like these last 13 games, 10-3. I think gives them a shot. But yeah, they're definitely a tall order.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough, but it's possible. We'll have to see if they could do it. But New Jersey's been cooling off a bit lately, which also gives me confidence going into a playoff series against them. Because if they keep cooling off, then I'm feeling really good. Maybe they can't handle the grind of a full 82-game season, and then come playoff time, they might be drained out. So that would be ideal if that ends up being the case. But there's also the chance they play Carolina still in round 1, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting more and more confidence as the days go on. We're beating the Devils. I hope I don't eat my words, but I don't know. I think Vitek Vanacek's a guy who could really fold in the playoffs. It's a young team, and the Rangers, they know how to win in the playoffs now. They have the experience under their belt, bringing in Tarasenko and Kane. I like the chances of them winning around here, at least.
I think you should feel confident, so I don't blame you at all. I really feel good about this team right now, and if they're going to continue to play like this, especially, this is a huge test here. They play a couple good teams here, and you know what? They are pretty solid against Carolina for the most part. So you win those games against Carolina and prove to us you could beat the Devils in the regular season here. I'm feeling really good about this team if they could win those games there, or at least win 2 out of 3 there. I'm feeling really good and feeling confident of this team going into the playoffs, because at that point, there's no reason not to. You're beating up on teams that you might be facing come playoff time. So down the stretch here, especially.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Now that I think about it, you played the Carolina Hurricanes this Tuesday and Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You win both those games in regulation. Can you start talking about first place? Or is that too much?
I think if you win both those games, you're more likely to pass Carolina on the way to second place than Jersey, just because I feel like Jersey's gonna. I don't know. I have a really funny feeling they're just gonna get hot at the end of the season. But Carolina, who's Svechnikov's out, and someone else just got hurt now.
I forgot who.
Svech and someone else.
I know Pacioretty's obviously been out,
right,
but yeah, I don't remember who else got hurt recently. It might have been. Was it Freddie though, or Ronta? I mean, both of them are kind of injury prone.
Yeah, it's probably Ronta, honestly. I don't remember, but I don't know. Carolina's got their own set of injury issues to deal with, and they did not really make any moves at the deadline, so it's not like they're really plugging holes right now.
Yeah, Jesse Puljujarvi is we love a good pool party, but I don't know if that's really the answer there. And then Shane Gostisbehere, solid defenseman, but I mean, is that your answer? Like to Patrick Kane and Vladimir Tarasenko and then Timo Meier with the Devils? That's your answer? I was very underwhelmed with what they did at the deadline, but as a Ranger fan, I'm not going to complain that they did nothing at all. So we'll take it, but Freak Bleach saying Tarasenko fits well on the team as a shoot first guy in the top 6. I understand wanting Kane, but Kakko ideally could take over for playmaking on that second line. Agree. I think it's an interesting conversation when you talk who to keep if one takes a discount deal, or say both are willing to take a discount deal, but not a significant discount, but you still have the cap to keep one of them. It's definitely an interesting conversation whether you keep Tarasenko or Kane. To me, I would probably lean more towards Tarasenko right now, just because of what he gives you on. He's giving you efforts on both sides of the puck more than Kane is. And I like Kane, but you already have a guy similar like that with Artemi Panarin either way. So I would probably lean towards Tarasenko personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. At the end of the day, I think it comes down to who's willing to take less money to stay in New York. And I think they both are enjoying it here. Obviously, Kane wanted to come here. That was the only place he wanted to come. And I don't really know where he would sign in the offseason besides the Rangers, to be honest. Maybe back to Chicago, but
Buffalo, maybe?
Buffalo, yeah, Buffalo, I think.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Could be in play for him. But, yeah, Tarasenko has been well here as well. So if he's willing to take a little discount, I would be all for re-signing him.
Yeah, I'm good with either for sure. But I think Kane's still more likely, just given the fact that he wanted to be here so bad. But if both are willing to take a discount, then you're really in a good spot.
You can make it work.
I mean, I'm driving Barclay Goodrow to the airport if
you can resign both.
Yeah, if you had the opportunity. No shot there, paying $5 million for 3C and then 3.6 for the 4C. I disagree there though, because centers win you cups. Cups, and that's why you're going to give Philip Hedl the contract that you're going to give him. And it's tough because of the fact that, like I said, when he's on a cold streak, like right now, it's brutal to watch him play. But regardless, when he's heating up, he's one of the best. And you know what? There's seriously an argument too, where next year you might see Hedl you might have him go on the second line next year. There's maybe a chance he goes on the second line. Trocheck goes to the third line. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, they would be paying a lot down the middle. That is for sure.
Yeah. That would be how much tied to the 4 centers? Jeez, like 20 plus mil. So that's like 1/4 of the year cap hit. So, or salary cap, I should say. So that is definitely pricey. But I mean, look, there's a scenario where they can move Barclay Goodrow. Very real chance it could happen. So, I mean, that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, it would definitely be a hefty price, but we'll see. And I apologize for the wig being distracting. I'm really sorry that you're distracted by the wig. Yeah, agree. Panarin and Kane don't work, and I'm glad that they were split up because of that. So
The lines right now are perfect. I mean, I'm fine if they keep these lines going. I mean, it's probably, to tell you the truth, for the playoffs, it's better to have your wealth spread out a bit. That way, whenever you put a line out there, you're not worried sick about stacking one line and having a line that's like, oh boy, we got to put them out there again.
I'm just worried after if they lose game one that Gallant's going to go back to changing the lines. Like that's
Well,
something that
no,
worries me.
if the Rangers lose game one, then Kakko's going to get scratched. Brzezinski will come back. I'm sorry, not Brzezinski. Carpenter will come back in the lineup. No, he'll figure it out.
Yeah. Last year, Dryden Hunt in a do or die game.
Yeah. You wouldn't make that. You wouldn't put a guy who was a career fourth liner in for one of your best performers in the playoffs last year. Come on, pay me $4 million a year. I'll make that same decision, please.
Oh my god. I hope he doesn't do anything bonehead like that. No, he's gonna put Anton Bleed in instead.
The big deadline acquisition.
Anton Bleed.
Because grit.
Oh baby. Oh my god.
That's what they love.
Anton Bleed.
Boy. I did like that move.
Yeah, I did, especially considering Riedel's going back overseas. That was a smart move by Drury. I don't know how he pulled that off.
Why not? Screw it. Better that than nothing.
Yeah.
He wasn't even doing that great in Hartford anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm fine with the move. People don't realize how good Trouba is for the team. Everyone has always crapped on him undeservedly. He's always been solid. He definitely did not look good at the beginning of the season, but I will say Trouba's looked a lot better lately. And this is what we need from him going into the playoffs. Maybe that injury really was affecting him and we downplayed it, but I still am on the side where they should have just sat him if he was really injured and hurting the team that much, because why are you going to play at that point? Especially in November, just sit at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got to really give it to Jacob Trouba. He's having a hell of a second half.
Dude, that goal last night he scored was insane. The little fake shot that rings one off the dude's head.
That's dirty player. Another headshot.
Another headshot, man.
I saw someone tweet that dirty player.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my god. No, he's gotten so much better. I still worry about his foot speed because I definitely think he is still like super slow for today's NHL, but he's mitigated that by being a lot better with his stick and his positioning. Trouba's gotten a significant, like Trouba today compared to when like his first 3 seasons, he's been much better. Much better. He's still young. I mean, what is he? 27 years old. Like he's still your body pretty much matures until just about the age of 28, 29, 30. So he's not even really at his physical peak yet. So he's still growing and getting better like everyone else on this team is pretty much.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't think we're ever going to get that 50-point season that he gave in Winnipeg. But if he could be just like a 30, 40-point guy, even if he's 20 points and he gives you a solid defensive game, I'm not complaining at all.
100%. We got other guys that can score on defense as long as he just shuts it down.
Yeah, 100%. The Devils going to pull a 28-3. That'd be nice.
That would be.
Yeah, we addressed this one. I didn't even realize the Canes have been cooling off that much. 5-5 in their last 10.
Jesus.
So
shut up. Back-to-back games.
And they almost lost to Philly, too. So it's definitely an interesting conversation if they could catch the Canes. It's going to be definitely tough, but I mean, you can't rule it out. You definitely can't rule it out.
Just got to win those 2 games against them this week.
Yep.
And it's possible.
Yeah, you're not kidding. They've been struggling, dude. They beat Montreal 4-3 in a shootout in a close one. They barely beat Philly 1-0. They got shut up by Vegas, shut up by the Devils. They beat Winnipeg, then lose to Toronto, and then just barely beat Philly.
Wow.
So even their wins are really not that convincing. Now they murdered Tampa the week before, like 5-0 or 6-0. Yeah. But yeah, it's been tough sled. And then you add the subtraction. That makes sense. And then you subtract Svechnikov, and then it's like, yeesh, tough sledding for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that's really concerning if you're a Canes fan. That's really concerning. I didn't even realize that was happening. And then even that win against Tampa, that was during Tampa's really rough stretch that they had. And they've kind of righted the ship recently. But yeah, this is, I'm sorry, but Carolina is definitely who I want to face round one if possible, because they're really struggling. And you know what? If the Rangers could win those 2 games against them, you're putting yourself in a good spot to where you could beat or potentially play the Canes in round one. And the Canes have a very tough stretch here coming up. They play us twice. They play Toronto and they play Boston, and then they play Tampa. That's a rough 5 games for them. And if they win like 1 or 2 of them, we're really in a serious conversation talking about how they might be matched up against the Canes instead of the Devils in round one.
It's possible, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize what was going on with them really that recently. And now with that tough schedule, it's not looking too good for the Canes. So I hope we play them first round 2 probably. But again, I said like I'm confident right now. I really am with this team, and hopefully we just keep playing this good hockey down the stretch and go into the playoffs in a groove.
And if we get first place and play the Islanders, oh boy.
Oh, that's very possible.
That's if the Islanders make it. That's if they make it.
Yeah.
They got their own set of issues they got to deal with, man. Florida's got 2 games at hand on them, and they're only 3 points out. And they've been getting a lot. And Florida's been playing a lot better.
Yeah, and then Pittsburgh still has 2 games in hand on them too. Yeah. And the Islanders, let's see what their schedule is looking like too. They might have some. Yeah, they have a couple tough games. They play Tampa twice, Toronto once, New Jersey, and Carolina. They have the strongest remaining schedule between them, Florida, and Pittsburgh. Florida 20th and Pittsburgh at 21st with strength of schedule. So tough look for the Islanders, which I'm not complaining, but I don't know how the Rangers would match up against the Islanders. That would be an interesting one if they did end up facing them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. If we play the Islanders, they always give us trouble with the hockey they play. So I don't even know.
It's not only that, but Sorokin too. It's like
I could nail him out.
Yeah, it could steal a series for sure.
There's no easy series in the East. Like there is no series you can go into with 100% confidence. Even the Carolina Hurricanes, you feel a little bit better with them missing the guys that they are, but man, I mean, it's you never know, dude. Especially in the NHL, if Columbus swept Tampa when Tampa broke the record for most points in the season, who the hell knows what could happen?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Like for all we know, Boston could get bounced in round one. For all we know, and they've kind of been struggling a bit lately, and that's using the term struggling loosely because they've still been winning games, but not as convincingly. So you never know. You never know for sure.
Yeah, that's the glory of the sport. You never know.
They're getting relief about 3 million or 3.3, whatever it is. Yeah, 3.3 in buyouts this offseason, which is definitely huge. It'll be nice to not have a buyout on the books for once because we've been dealing with that for a while now. Thanks, Dan Girardi.
It was 6 years, right? It was our first buyout was 6 years ago, and it was Girardi, right?
Yeah. And then Shattenkirk and D'Angelo too. And then we had Lundqvist on the buyout books at one point too.
Yep. Oh my god.
And I might be even forgetting a name there.
Well, Brad Richards, but that still doesn't count against the cap. But we're paying Brad Richards for like another, I think, 4 or 5 years too. That's just money that doesn't count against the cap though. That was the compliance buyout from the lockout way back when.
Yeah, which now I'm curious. Is the Richards buyout longer than the DiPietro buyout?
That's a good question. Well, wasn't the Richards buyout because we signed him to a 9-year deal? We bought him out after year 2 or 3, something like that. So it's definitely over 10 years. It's over a 10-year buyout.
Oh my god,
that is unbelievable.
Yeah, 25-26, and then let's see, DiPietro is wow. You can't even look on Cat Friendly when it's ending because it's so damn long, that buyout. 27-28 is the furthest I see. 28-29. There you go. That's when that buyout ends.
Jesus Christ. That dude should
Rick
be working for
DiPietro.
free. Oh my god, that's amazing! Holy crap!
6-7 years.
Imagine
Holy
making
crap.
all that money just to not even play a game for them.
Well, dude,
Must
there
be
could have been
nice.
there could have been a worse one if they didn't shoot down the contract that Lamoriello gave Ilya Kovalchuk. They would have been paying Kovalchuk until long after we died. His grandkids would be getting paid.
You make a good point, yeah. 13-game win streak to end the year. Yeah, there you go. The Rangers just got to do that. Do that, and you're in first place.
As long as they're leading after the third period and every single game of the playoffs, I'm fine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Apparently, all they need to do is get 4 goals in a game, and they're in the driver's seat to win. I think they're like 27-0 when they have 4 goals in a game, which is absurd.
Yeah, it's kind of absurd.
Which hopefully the kid line could get going too, and then help the goal scoring go up more. Jersey is soft. I think once teams really start playing and giving 100% effort, the Devils won't be as good as the regular season. I agree with this. I really think that the way that they play reminds me a lot of the Panthers of last year. It really reminds me a lot of the Panthers, and I think that once a team starts to play that playoff style hockey, they're gonna struggle a bit more against one of those teams. Like even the Islanders, I think, are going to give them fits if they play the Islanders in round 1.
Oh yeah, that could happen. I think so for sure too. I don't know about Jersey and making a run this year. They're just so inexperienced. Goaltending is just not that like good to me. Still, I know Vanchek's been great, but I don't know come playoff time, and they don't have many like gritty guys on their team. I feel like I know like in today's day and age, it's not a big deal, but you got to have still some guys who can get down low, win puck battles, and all that stuff. So I just don't feel like they have enough of that.
Yeah, I agree. And I wonder what Jack Hughes is going to be like in the playoffs. Like, I wonder if he's going to be a good playoff performer or if he's going to be.
I think it'll either be really good or just.
Or shit the bed, yeah.
Yeah.
Just because of his size.
You never know.
Have to be ready to go tonight. Have a trap game written all over it. Nashville is on a winning streak. Yep. You can't just downplay after a win like you got last night. You got to be ready to play, and you should be annihilating the Predators tonight.
Yeah. I remember the last time we played the Predators, I think on a Sunday at MSG. We got shut out pretty bad. That was a brutal game. I don't know if that was I think it was last year.
Yeah, I was at that one.
Oh,
Jesus.
God. That was not fun. Was it 1-0? Yeah.
Yeah. And to your point about what we talked about off stream, there was someone next to me that fucking reeked. So, like, that didn't make it any better, that game. We win tonight, Devils lose tonight, and we beat Carolina twice, and it's anyone's game to take first. It would be unreal if the Rangers got first place. That would be absurd if they somehow do it.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Seems like we've been locked into third for such a long time now, and to even think about moving up is crazy.
Which is wild to even talk about, because right now, in terms of point percentage, I think the Rangers are tied 5th in the league. Yeah, we're tied 5th with Vegas right now in terms of point percentage.
And there was legitimate concern about if they underperformed against Pittsburgh or them falling to a wild card spot. Like, it's crazy that we're talking about this.
We're 10 points ahead of the closest team to us in the wild card spot, and that's the Islanders.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that now.
Actually, hell, if we win tonight, we will actually officially, unless Vegas plays today, right? Yeah, they play Columbus, and Vegas ain't losing that game. Never mind. I would say if we won and Vegas lost today, we'd actually have sole possession of 5th in the NHL and still somehow be 3rd in our division. That just shows how strong the East is right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
6 of the top 7 teams in the East.
That's so stupid to think about.
Dude, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you right now, the West might have the best chance to win the Cup, because if you come crawling out of the East, dude, you might as well have just been a Spartan, in the battle of 300. Like it's gonna be such an absolute murder scene in the East to get there.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about a while ago. That I think a team like Colorado's in the driver's seat to go back to back because
100%.
they are finally healthy again and they close out series quick. We know that they could do that. Who in the East is closing out a series quick?
No one. Maybe Boston if they play a team that gets cold, but dude, even then, I don't know. You got teams like Tampa Bay who've made 3 of the last 3 cups, right? They made 3 cups in a row now. They won 2 of them, and they're the 3rd seed in their division. Like, that is absolutely insane.
Yeah, you got to be able to close out series quick to win it all. I think the only outliers really are Tampa Bay in their back-to-back cups just because of the fact that those were shortened years and you had the bubble, of course, with the long layoff. But yeah, you need to be able to close out series quick, and the West, you're going to be able to do that in the West. So I think it really wouldn't shock me if Colorado goes back-to-back because I don't see a real threat to them otherwise. Like Vegas, I don't think has the goaltending to win it unless Jonathan Quick goes absolutely rage mode for that from that trade. And dude, outside of that, I mean,
love that. I would love if Vegas dropped to 2nd, LA dropped to 3rd, and they played each other in the 1st round.
I need that. I need that.
Sign me the hell up for that, please.
Is Quick gonna start over Thompson come playoffs?
Dude, if he stays on the stretch he's on, maybe.
Yeah, it's like, do you have a decision at that point to not go with Quick?
Bruce Cassidy as the coach, he probably rides the hot hand, but dude, who knows? That'd be kind of sick just to see Quick at least get aced like game 1. Like, hey, if they get blown out game 1, fine, you go back to Thompson. But dude, my God.
I think if they're playing LA, that was going to get Quick
Korpisalo too, who he was traded for.
Oh my God!
Story.
Quick versus Korpisalo.
Dude, that would be so sick. But to your point, man, there's not really like, dude, like if let's just play pretend if Vegas does win the division, they'd be playing Winnipeg round 1. Winnipeg can't convince their players to show up the next season. How are they going to convince them to show up for the playoffs?
Yeah, they've been struggling a lot lately, and it's tough for Winnipeg. It's tough. Like, and we were talking about this off stream too. It's crazy to me how they have such a better record than the Calgary Flames and the Nashville Predators, but they might fall out of a playoff spot.
Yeah, it's really
hockey's just weird with that, with the OT losses. 15 overtime losses for Calgary.
Dude, that is insane.
How do you have 15 overtime losses?
And that's just
I thought the Rangers having that was a lot.
Where are the Rangers at?
They're at 10.
I mean, hell, the Rangers are at 10. We're in double digits too.
Damn. I didn't even realize that.
Oh my God. Digits.
I remember one year the Blue Jackets and the Islanders, they had like close to 20.
Jesus Christmas.
Maybe even 20. I think that was the 2019-2020 season, actually.
Hell,
yeah,
San
Columbus
Jose's
had 15.
San Jose's at 14 right now, too.
Wow. San Jose just not helping their tanking at all with going to overtime. That's David Quinn for you, though. He'll get you to overtime, and then you won't win the games in overtime.
I think Arizona might still be having the worst season because they like literally had rolled out an AHL team, and they can't even tank right. Somehow, like if there was no lottery, they pick what? They would pick 9th overall, 8th overall. I can't do the math.
They're doing it wrong. You can't have a good goalie when you tank. You just can't do it. Granted, I guess the Rangers still won back-to-back lotteries.
Well, you can't forget they have Norris caliber defenseman Patrick Nemeth back there kind of carrying the freight. So, I mean, you kind of got to give them a pass there. They do have some studs. Surprised they didn't flip them for 8 first-round picks.
That will be next year that he goes for 10 first-rounders instead of 8. They're just trying to boost his value more.
I'm sure there's gonna be some like dinosaur gym. Oh, we need more grit on defense. Here's a first, a second, and a third for Patrick Nemeth, who the Rangers literally had to bribe to get him out of
Reeks of a Lou Lamoriello move.
Hey, go ahead, please. I beg of you, Lou. Trade for Patrick Nemeth. You need him. You need him.
Listen to the man, Lou.
That would reek of a Chuck Fletcher move too. But
oh my God,
he's out of office.
Yeah, he's out of a job.
He doesn't know how to make trades. He forgot to trade JVR. Remember all that? Yeah. That man better never get a job in the NHL ever again. Oh my God.
No, he didn't forget. He used an app which told him he needs to get a certain amount back.
I can't believe
Could you
that.
imagine that? Like, the dude literally was polling his fans. Hey, do you guys think I should make the trade? Dude, you're literally sitting in an ivory office making millions of dollars. Make the fucking decision. You get paid for this, sir. Who are you asking? We're on Twitter for a reason. Come on. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if his
so
app is
bad.
Twitter that he's talking about that he uses for
Dude,
trades.
That
he's
was
just-
like actually
oh my-
real too. I can't believe that.
Dude,
The
it's
app has to
wild.
be Twitter.
Dude, he 100% has an account on Cap Friendly and was just spamming Flyers pages on Cap Friendly.
Yeah, he was using his armchair GM.
Oh my god.
He was
dude.
looking at armchair GMs and he's like, "This is what we need for JVR."
He's like, well, actually, user 12345 said that this is not good enough value. Oh, you know what, Chuck? You're right. You're 100% right. Why are we paying you when we could just go on Cap Friendly to do it for us?
That's great.
What an ass.
Who's worse, Chuck Fletcher or Peter Chiarelli?
Oh my god, this is a good
Oh.
conversation. Hey, at least Peter Chiarelli actually knew how to close a trade. They might have been awful trades, but at least he knew when he hung up the phone that a trade was done. Chuck Fletcher couldn't even do that right.
I don't know, that Griffin Reinhardt trade.
Oh my god. What, Griffin Reinhardt for Matt Barzell? You wouldn't do that?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you're right. I think Griffin Reinhardt was the higher overall pick. So you know what? You make a good point.
Hey, you need that big body defenseman that just could not skate, worth a beer league or shit, right? Oh, we don't need Barzell. Let's get Griffin Reinhardt. He was drafted 3 years ago, hasn't played a game. Yeah, bring him over here. We need him. What a
Oh my god.
Wild.
absolutely kills me.
Chuck Fletcher. That I cannot believe that dude even got hired by Philly in the first place.
He'll get hired again. You don't. How much you want to bet? Like before the offseason's over? Oh, we've hired Chuck Fletcher as a special assistant or a special
Yeah, it's
advisor.
gonna be
GM.
something like that.
You want that guy advising anything? Jesus Christ! I wouldn't have him advise me sitting on my couch while I play NHL 24 be a GM mode. And he's gonna make money to actually represent another GM. Jesus Christ! That's the NHL for you.
Who hires Chuck Fletcher?
Philadelphia Flyers.
Bring him back.
Like, I mean, if somebody's gonna fire their GM this offseason, which team is picking up the phone and going, Chuck Fletcher?
Dude, the fan base alone would burn down the arena if that man
Oh,
showed up
God.
anywhere again.
You know what? If
Can you
Calgary fires Brad Treliving, you know
Oh my
what?
God.
Chuck
Fletcher.
Fletcher to Calgary, baby.
Dude, imagine him and Daryl Sutter running the show. You got a guy that names his players in post-game press conferences by just calling their number and reading off how many minutes they played. Oh my God, man. That's another thing. I don't mean to rant, but could you imagine how shitty of a coach you have to be that you put this guy out there, gave him those minutes, and you cannot name him by his name? You got to read off his stat sheet as if you weren't the jerk sitting by the bench giving him that ice. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
That's the
I
dumbest
felt
thing
bad
I've
for
ever
the
seen.
guy.
This is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You have a heart like you just lost Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk. You're literally your marquee franchise player because they didn't want to be there because no one wants to be in Calgary. And then your young up and coming picks. You're gonna name them by the number they wear in the back of the jersey. Yeah, that's a good way to convince people to stay in town.
Mhm.
Idiots, dude. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't understand Daryl Sutter with that.
Yeah, 30 years ago it might have made sense before we were born.
Good question. What do we think the Rangers' record is going to be in the next 13 games here, the final 13? I got to look at their schedule again.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the schedule.
I think the safe bet is 8-5.
I like that pick. I think they win tonight. I think they split with Carolina. I think they beat Florida and Columbus. New Jersey's and Buffalo are kind of wild cards, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go 9-4.
9-4.
I'll be optimistic. I'll go 9-4
Yeah, something like that. 9.
or 9-3-1.
Yeah, 9-3-1, 8-4-1
Mm-hmm.
is my guess.
Yeah, chat saying 9-4, 8-5, 9-4, 9-2-2.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Somewhere in the 8-9 win mark, I think, is fair.
They could just win the next 29 games in a row, counting playoffs. That would be kind of cool too.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be very
Just wouldn't have to
nice.
worry about it.
Sweep everyone.
Just smell you later. Let's get the parade going. We're tired of waiting.
Oh, I need it.
I'd go back to New York for that. I had 100% fly up for that. That would be awesome.
You got it.
Yeah. We'll find a way to split with Columbus. That's very fair.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was the goalie's name that almost got a shutout in the Garden earlier in the year?
Oh, god.
Oh my god.
The rookie goalie.
What was his name?
Tarasov?
Oh yeah, Daniel Tarasov. Dude, I might try to go to that game in Columbus. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tickets in the 100s are $35. The hardest part is the drive. It's 8 hours for me. But hell, for $35 tickets, I might just bite the bullet.
Yeah, that's not bad. $35.
In the hundreds.
Yeah.
I could dream about that I could dream about getting in the Mustang Harriers for that price during a freaking regular season game.
See, $35. I think that's a burger, a water, and then you still owe them a few more dollars.
Yeah.
Get like a bag of popcorn, like just enough to chap your lips to the point where you can't breathe the rest of the night. All right.
When is Lindgren coming back? My prediction is for the Carolina game on Tuesday. I think we finally see him on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
No reason to rush him back tonight. You're playing Nashville. That should be a free win right there. You at least would hope so. But you never know. And then Tuesday, I think, is when he comes back.
Yeah, that's a good timeline. I think Tuesday.
I think it's is it March 24th? If we would have LTIR'd him, that's when he would have been reactivated anyways, right? Or eligible to be reactivated or something like that.
Yeah, he's already missed 10 games at this point, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it has to be. As long as he's healthy, they might be careful with him and hold him out a little bit longer. It would not hurt to be extra safe at this point of the year. I'm not gonna, knock on wood. You haven't guaranteed yourself a playoff spot, but if you really want to get first place, you bring him in. But if the Rangers are playing for the long haul, they might consider keeping him out a little bit longer. I don't think they need to, but
I wouldn't mind it.
I think you maybe you bring him back over these next few games, see where you are by like 5 games left in the season. If you're pushing for first or second, keep going. But if not, you're locked into third, just start resting.
I like that idea even better, actually. That's actually a really good point. See where you can get to and then rest them. I like that. I like that better.
Yeah, I like that idea. Interesting question. Would you be open to Dubas getting the GM title while Drury stays as president? If Dubas is fired, you'd have an old school and analytic guy running the team. That would be an interesting duo there, wouldn't it?
That could be interesting. But would Sather allow that? Because, Sather, the Emperor Palpatine, he ain't allowing nothing to happen.
Yeah, no analytics allowed. Get out of here with your J-Fresh cards.
Is this guy wearing glasses? Get him out.
That would be interesting. That's 2 top 5 GMs in the league right there.
That would be
you don't have a cigar. Get out. That's a pretty interesting conversation to have, and that would be an interesting one. I don't know, but then again, does Drury want to give up the mantle of GM and president of hockey ops? Yeah, that's where it's interesting.
It's a good conversation.
It definitely is, but would I do it? Yes. If the option's there, I would do it. But will it happen? Probably not. I'd lean towards it not happening because I think that Dubas might want to find himself in a position where he's going to be GM and president of hockey ops where he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I still think that if Lou Lamoriello is really done, I think there's a chance Dubas goes to the Islanders, actually.
Ooh, I never even thought. Oh God, I hope not. See, Dubas is a pretty smart GM. Like he used Toronto's cap space. Was it last year? He was retaining salary and helping facilitate trades just to get picks. Like I don't know why the Rangers didn't do that too. Like who cares? If picks are picks.
I love what Dubas did at the deadline this year too.
Mm-hmm. Dude, he killed it. And you know damn well that Ryan O'Reilly is going to re-sign for like a Jason Spezza, like vet minimum, just to stick around there.
Or Mark Giordano, which they just had this past offseason.
Like that's what they're. I wish and I hope the Rangers get to a point where we can get that with players. Like you get guys that really want to be there, they will take discount. Like Joe Thornton, Jason Spezza, Mark Giordano. I'm assuming Ryan O'Reilly will do the same. John Tavares did not. That much is clear. But like guys like that, like Like we talked about it a while ago. I mean, Patrick Kane has made what over $110 million in his career. Like,
Yeah.
you don't think he maybe if all goes well and he really does love the room as much as he says as he does in the interviews, that he wouldn't stick around for $1 million or less a year? Possible. I mean, he's made double the amount of money that Giordano did, and Giordano took pretty much minimum money.
I think at least you throw a couple mils away. 2, 3.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think he definitely, there's a real chance he stays.
And realistically, like, how much does Kane even get on the open market? Because he might have that hip surgery and miss part of next season. So it's
probably
how much realistically would he get?
6 at the most. Not at the most, but
I mean, I don't see the harm in him at the very least, just for one more year at the very least, coming back and running it back.
Why not? Especially if he likes it. Like he made a point of only wanting to be there, whether that was Panarin's doing or him wanting to just be in New York City. He made it clear he wanted to be here. I think he's more likely to take a huge discount that Tarasenko is, but God, I don't know. Hey, maybe they'll both stay for vet minimum. That'd be great.
That's a dream.
Have an embarrassment of riches. I'll take it.
Or just LTIR Truba. And then playoff time.
He had a paper cut. We got to send him out for a few months.
Yeah. Yeah, someone's shoulder's hurting a bit. I don't know. He carried a couple boxes up a flight of stairs.
He stubbed his toe on the way to the rink. He's done. Send him out for a bit. He's not going to make it, guys.
He tripped walking his dog in the park. Donnie really got the best of him.
Oh my God. Oh God, I love it.
I would love for this to happen, but I don't know how realistic it is for that to happen. But it's definitely a conversation to have one day when guys like Panarin are gone, guys like Zibanejad are on the back end of their careers, Kreider's gone. So it's definitely an interesting conversation to have later on down the road.
It is
possible.
It is.
It's like one of those situations like with Tampa and was it between 2014 and 2016 where it was all Stamkos and Kuch and Hedman, and then guys like Point, was it Point? What was the line they had? The triplets line.
That was Kucherov,
Johnson, and who else?
I want to say no, not Killorn.
Was it Palat?
It might have been Palat, yeah.
Well, either way, guys that were like in the situation where the kid line is, where they're the third line and eventually evolve to be the top players. I think that's probably what we're going to see. God,
Let's
I hope
see what the exact line was. Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame if Laffy, Hedel, or Kakko were scoring 126 points a year like Kucherov was. Oh God, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
Wouldn't be bad at all. Yeah, it was Johnson, Palat, and Kucherov.
That line was ridiculous. That was absurd. They killed us. It was 2015, right, when they beat us in the conference.
Palat, like, he's gonna be the Rangers' kryptonite in round 1 or 2 if they play the Devils.
Dude has it out for us.
Yeah. Last year too.
2 game winners with a minute left on the rail.
Freaking hate that guy because of that.
I still hate that we ran out of steam against Tampa last year because I don't think we could have beaten Colorado, but I thought we were a better matchup for Colorado than Tampa was.
I agree with that 1,000%. I always was on that train. If they just if they just actually took care of business against one of Pittsburgh or Carolina sooner, it would have made the difference. It would have went a long way.
They just look so
wild
bad
to me.
I mean, Pittsburgh, they had game 1. They had game 1 in Pittsburgh against Pittsburgh.
Dude, I kicked myself too because I told my dad we are going to get reverse swept after game 3. After we lost that game, I don't know why. I just had that really shitty feeling, and it just, dude, it existed, man. I mean, back-to-back, you win 2 games on the road, then you lose back-to-back at the Garden. God,
I'm not gonna lie. After that game 2, we beat Tampa. I thought that was like the moment, man. We're winning the cup this year.
Yep.
You and I kid you not, I lost sleep like just thinking about it.
Yeah.
That June 3rd night, I want to say.
The juices were flowing.
Yeah, it was such good vibes. Just
what a
fell
shame
apart
too.
So quick.
Dude, we had them on their heels. We buried them game 1.
Yeah,
Absolutely bury them. We just seriously, man, game 3, and we just fell asleep.
that
at
was
the
my
wheel.
favorite game I've been to easily.
Oh,
Mhm.
dude,
Me too.
what a shame.
Yeah, and then game 3 they had to
When they're up 2-0, just going, everything was going so well.
and then Jacob Trouba gets flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan
Sucks,
Strome
so
missing an
sad.
open net in game 5.
I'm going bringing that up now. Come on, we just forgot about him.
They had it, and being at that watch party for game 6 was it was devastating. When John Brancy performed New York, New York, I was
Mhm.
deflated.
I was
That was supposed to
deflated
get the crowd going. It did not get the crowd going. The crowd was devastated. There were a couple fans that were a couple drinks in, though, that were rowdy about it. But
I mean, you were seriously a Ryan Strome empty net goal away from really just being a game away from the cup.
too. Sucks.
or if Trouba doesn't get flat-footed in game 3, if game 4 is the only game that they really just didn't have. Game 6 too.
But they were in it till
They were when Vetrano scored that goal. I thought they were actually gonna force a game 7. I really felt deep down that they were gonna bring it back to the Garden for a game 7.
Yep.
I still didn't think so, honestly. But hey, it definitely just sparked a whole new life in that watch party. And then just for it to get crushed
right after.
Just a minute and a half later.
We knew it was a disaster when at the watch party they didn't have the normal PA announcer. It was like the Knicks PA announcer or some shit.
God. Oh my god.
Same with last year against Colorado with the Adam Huska game. They had the Knicks PA guy there instead.
Oh my god.
You just knew it was a disaster. They're 0-2 with the Knicks PA guy there.
Get him out, fire
I
him.
was at that game too, I think. Colorado, right? When we got smoked 7-3 Adam Huska.
Yeah. You were at that game?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh,
That
God.
was brutal.
I remember everyone trying to hype up that game. It's another rookie goalie against Colorado.
Yeah.
We remember what happened with Igor. Let's see it.
God. Poor Huska. Thrown into the Wolves.
Yeah, he was thrown to the Wolves, all right. Why did he even play that game? I don't even remember what happened to Georgiev, Kincaid, and
I think one of them was on protocol.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. That's annoying.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't think that's gonna happen if they go to round 3. I don't think Gallant's losing his job.
They'll wait for a 5-game winning streak the next season, so it's like a mid-season thing. Just
Just he'll get fired right when he gets fired every time.
Yeah.
Middle of the 3rd season.
Yep.
Just call him a cab. He's in New York City. You won't even need to call him one. He'll find one.
Yeah. I would sit Lindgren a little longer. You might want to play him the last few games of the season to get him ready for the playoffs. I could agree with that. Just to make sure he's ready to go.
Fair enough.
The only thing that I have with everyone that's oh, they should have LTIR'd him and they should have made another trade at the deadline. Who are you taking out of the lineup if they made a trade at the deadline? You're not going to take Mikkola out of the lineup, who you just acquired. Schneider's not going anywhere. And then Trouba, Miller, Fox, and Lindgren, of course, are safe in the top 4. Realistically, what we're going to do, add to the forward group, who are you taking out of that forward group? You're not taking VC out. You're not taking Goudreau out. You're not taking Mott, who you acquired out.
But what was John Klingberg? Was it a 5th round pick they got him for? Maybe Klingberg.
That prospect, though, I really like.
Just playing.
I like that prospect they got, though, in that trade.
Who'd they get?
Let me see if I can find his name.
Was that kid we were looking at, NCAA prospect?
Yeah. Nestorenko.
Yep.
I think he's also, Steven pointed out that he's New York born.
Mm-hmm.
Future Ranger right there.
Yes. Let his rights expire. Send him over. Hey, Zegras is a New York kid too. Maybe he'll make a
One
stop
day.
here. Oh, God, that would be so sick. Oh, that would be so dirty.
That would be.
Oh, dude, I love that. Could you? Oh, God.
Although I don't like how they were referring to Trevor Zegras as Showtime on ESPN. I don't know if you saw that.
That was
Yeah,
weird.
that was stupid.
That was
Come on
really
now.
weird.
You know, the real Showtime.
Zegras. Yeah, Showtime Zegras does not even roll off the tongue right.
Yeah.
I don't think this is true. If anything, I think they moved some of the veterans to make sure that they could stay around, because why would you trade any of the members of the kid line if they produce like first liners when you should be moving the veterans who are going to give you less production in a few years? I don't know if that makes sense to do. So I don't think that they would move any of them.
No.
I would trust Dubas drafting over Drury's. I don't think Drury's drafting has been awful. I really don't think so. I like the Sikora pick. I like McConnell Barker a lot. Offman, who got flamed when the Rangers drafted him, is looking like a stud. Obviously, he hasn't played an NHL game yet, but we'll see next year. But I like a lot of the picks Drury's made too.
We really haven't seen any of them in the NHL, but I think they've been good picks. They're good players, and I mean, we'll see them soon in action.
Oh, I knew this was going to get mentioned one way or another.
Oh, goodness gracious. No Mets fans want to be reminded of that one.
I knew
just
one
trade
way
for
or another.
just trade for his brother. We'll make it work out. Just trade for his brother. It's fine.
So devastating.
The Rangers need to go far this year and win it all for Mets fans' insanity.
Yeah, because
Ranger fans too.
And then Brandon Nimmo got hurt too. Ugh.
Yeah, but that was minor, right? They said it was minor.
Yeah, he should be ready for opening day, but you never know.
All I needed to hear.
Breaking up the kid line in future seasons allows for a more gritty approach, like a Boston type forward group. I guess, but I mean, Laffy gives you some grit on that kid line. Laffy definitely gives you some grit on that kid line. I like the way he plays a lot. If he could start putting the puck in the net, then we're really talking. But like, you don't even need him to be a point per game player at this point right now. Like
60 points.
50 to 60 points. Yes, that's what I'm asking for.
You just be a leader, which he's already shown. He's got all the makings of being a leader. He's been a leader everywhere he's gone.
Yeah.
Dude in the locker room goes wild.
Waving that. I don't even know what he was waving in the locker room in that video.
Dude's like a cheerleader.
Dude, that kid is a clown. I wish they would do more stuff with him on social media because he is so freaking funny.
Guy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
A lot of characters on the team.
Oh yeah.
It would be nice if the game itself too was promoting things like that. But you know, why market players? Why do that?
Yeah.
No, they could just tell you they're gonna drop a mean tweets video and then leave you hanging for 16 months now.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Wow.
I'm never gonna let that go. I wanted to see that video so bad. I wanted to see it.
No matter if it's true or not, I'm still convinced one of my tweets is in there. Specifically about Trouba.
Yo, we need that. We need that so bad.
I just don't know why they never dropped it. Because didn't other teams drop mean tweet videos?
Wasn't there like something that dropped as to why they didn't? I feel like what was it?
Yeah, there was something about like how one of the comments was too far. It's like, just cut out that part of the video.
Like, seriously, Jesus Christ, man. Just drop the video already. Like, even if there's old players on it, who gives a shit? Just for fan service. We want to see it. We're curious.
You already know Ryan Strome got dunked on for missing open net.
Like, he was every other clip, dude. The camera just kept panning back to him. They didn't even cut. They just literally went like this with Strome.
Yeah, you already know that he got flamed. Him and Trouba definitely got most of the heat.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Well, this was the start of like the 2021 season around?
Yeah, this was last year.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, oh God, I would do anything to see that video. And they would have done it like a Jimmy Kimmel format where like they had like this somber music playing in the background. That would have been so funny. And give the players a chance to take a shot back. Like, make it a double-edged sword. Like, make it fun. Like, come on, that would be freaking awesome.
If only.
Strom or Spoon? Who would you prefer as your 2C?
Do not shit talk the Spoon Man. Do not.
We won't take Slender here for the Spoon Man.
Dude, how hot was that guy when he first joined the Rangers? Holy crap. Literally the highest scoring player out of the Rick Nash deal at that season. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with Andrew Kopp last year.
Mhm.
Just got hot at the right time, and then it was like, oh, we got to extend Andrew Kopp now.
Yep. No, smell ya.
Andrew Cobb. He's struggling in Detroit. Doesn't he not have like even 10 goals?
Yeah, he doesn't have double-digit goals this year.
And we're paying Trocheck maybe what $100,000 more than he's making in Detroit.
Uh-huh.
We dodged the bullet.
Yeah, 1,000%. And he was pissed too that the Rangers didn't give him that contract.
He was.
Like, dude, he's like begging Drury for 5.5 sheets a year. Like, you had one good stretch in your whole career. I'm gonna give you $5.5 million based off that. Yeah, go. Why don't you go call Chuck Fletcher? He'll give it to you. I'm sure.
We'll give you a max
seriously.
contract.
Yeah, super max, 16 million a year. Yeah, bring him in.
My app told me this makes sense.
Look at these reviews I got on CapFriendly. I got 4.5 stars. Bring him in.
That's great.
Michael, we're not taking Slender for Ryan Spooner. We're not.
Come on, man.
Now, Strome, you say whatever you want. And you know what's crazy, too, is like Strome was such a likable guy, too. Like, he really was a great dude, but oh my God, was he seriously the worst at hitting open nets? It was, oh my God, it was beyond a meme. It was actually reality.
Yeah.
To the point where he made a video like tweeting him on a tennis court,
Yes.
shooting tennis balls on an open net.
Wow.
Oh my God, dude.
That
invented
Colorado game right before, like, everything,
Oh.
right? Didn't he miss a bad open net and we lost in overtime, obviously?
wide open.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like listen, like generalizations are made based on shit happening over and over and over again. It was beyond a meme. It was just a reality we lived in.
Yeah, it got to the point where it just wasn't even funny anymore.
No.
Like, it really wasn't.
It was
So
just
bad.
normal.
It was so
It felt awful
annoying.
for him. The guy sitting in the crease and could not hit a six. Like, come on, man! It's right in front of you.
How did Jake Lecision get brought up now too? Oh my God, Jake LaCardia, the GOAT.
Bring out the
Ball
Lecision jersey.
Gymnastics for K, man.
Dude, hey, you have got to get a Lecision. What? Sammy Blaze got 7 goals. That's got to count for something. Just get a Lecision jersey and wear it to the Garden. Come on,
I'm
just
not
do it
doing
at this
it.
point. Come on,
I
just get it
can't
off
do it.
DH gate, bro. Just come on.
You know what? Maybe I will off DH gate.
There you
might
go.
give away.
baby.
Hey, imagine them trying to spell Lecision's name right after you spell it out for him on DH gate.
Oh.
Oh my God, it come out shoestring or something stupid like that.
Shoestring.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious. Well, I'm actually gonna look that up on DHgate. I want to bet you right now that jersey actually exists in there. You won't even need to get it custom made.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, I type in DHgate and the first thing that comes up is
If I rock
DHgate
that to a
promo code.
playoff game,
Oh my God, dude, that would be amazing. Well, he's definitely going to be one of the Black Aces because what's it called? Harper's not making the damn playoffs, so he might find you in the stands. You'll just be hanging out with him. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just a super fan.
he might invite me to the press box. I'll get some free food.
Dude. No, dude, that jersey's not even on DHgate. You could get any jersey in the world, but not a Jake Lecision jersey on DHgate.
I'll find a way to get it. I'll
Dude,
do it.
you can get an Eric Stoll Ranger jersey on there still, but no, you cannot find a Jake Lecision jersey.
I'll customize one on there, even if it comes out wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man, I would love that.
I gotta do it, I think.
Dude, you could still get Phil Giuseppe Rangers jerseys on DHgate. If you're, come on, get Lecision out there.
I might have to do it.
Gotta make it like a challenge.
Yeah,
Some sort of challenge.
the most irrelevant jersey in history is going to be that Lecision Rangers jersey, and I'm here for it.
Do I get it on a reverse retro?
Oh my goodness.
That would be amazing. Oh my God, dude, please do. Actually, please do. That would be freaking phenomenal. Jake Lecision reverse retro. Imagine like 30 years from now, you go to the Garden, pull up in that jersey. That would be amazing. That'd be like me going back now with my Oscar Lindbergh jersey.
Remember when we saw we saw a Shepherd jersey at the Garden when we went.
Yes, James
God.
Shepherd. Oh my God, James Shepherd. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie There's Something About Mary, but that guy was a picture perfect representation of the character Healy in that movie. If you want a side by side laugh, just look up James Shepherd and Healy from There's Something About Mary. Oh my God. James Shepherd. Yeah, that used to be our deadline acquisitions. Giving up mid-round picks for James Shepherd and John Scott. That was the Rangers deadline way back when.
What a time.
Oh my God.
Rafael Diaz. How about there's one for you.
Rafael Diaz.
5th round pick.
Wolski.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
I'll get a Wolski jersey.
Oh my God. Wojtek Wolski. Hey, put it next to your
Derek
full off jersey.
Dorsett.
Oh my God, Dorsett. Hey,
Ooh.
if we would have played Carcillo over Dorsett, we had a chance against LA. I stand by that.
Or if they actually call a penalty on or not penalty, if they just
Goalie
didn't allow the
interference.
call goal interference on Dwight King.
Oh my God, Dwight King. Jesus Christ.
I
Running down
remember at
memory
that
lane
game,
now.
too, some asshole at the Garden was wearing an Alec Martinez jersey when we went to that game.
That's
Oh,
so
oh.
bad. Come on.
Yeesh.
That's a name that never could be in Madison Square Garden on someone's jersey.
No.
It's just like
I
an
blocked
unwritten rule.
Security needs to do something about that.
Yeah. Allow it. Remember that was a rumor too, Martinez to the Rangers. When was that? Like a year ago? Yeah.
Oh
That was
my God,
rumored
right.
that.
When he was going to be a cap casualty in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Could you imagine, dude?
No.
Would that be worse than when Edmonton brought in who was it? Brandon Manning, the dude that took out McDavid his rookie year? Would that be worse than that?
I think so.
Pretty
really
damn
do.
close. Now, at least McDavid won a few MVPs. The Rangers had
Yeah.
one good run after that, and it took us half a decade to just get back to somewhat normalcy.
Literally.
Yeah, I remember Copp's natural hat trick against the Islanders. That was a memory.
That's when he
Prime
peaked.
cop. That's his peak.
This comment.
Shake it.
Hey, you know his name's gonna be on the cup too.
If they
Spelled
win the
wrong.
cup, I'll rock a Lecision jersey to the parade.
Oh my God.
Actually, I don't know if I could do that. I really don't know if I could do that.
That's once in a lifetime right there.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
that's
would
a
be
once in a
amazing.
lifetime moment, and the wear a Lecision jersey to the parade.
On
would be-
seriousness.
Just immortalized. Like we'll see you on the back page of the New York Post just by accident, like just a Lecision jersey. Like what the
They're
fuck is
gonna
this
think
guy?
they're just gonna think I'm him. They're
Yeah.
gonna think I'm Lecision. They're gonna interview me. How does it feel to get your name on the cup?
Jake, what was it like being a black ace for the New York Rangers? Oh well, you know,
You just go on.
hop on my live stream. I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, God.
And Sam Rosen's gonna just be hyping me up. You know, Lecision's just such a great kid. He goes out there, works, he skates. He does a great job out there.
Oh my God.
Knows the game well.
Good locker room guy.
Gets along with his teammates.
Well, you know, he's the first one on the ice. Oh my, is that Victor Stolberg? Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
These
God.
are wild.
I love these old names, man. Just throwing the old names out there. Guys you forgot existed in a Rangers
Yeah.
jersey.
It's
Call
funny
Paul
to think that
Scarstol.
one day we're gonna be talking about Lecision like that.
Yeah.
Brett Howden gonna be one of those guys.
Oh my
Right
God.
how it
Hey,
is.
I was there for Brett Howden's empty netter against Carolina last weekend.
Oh.
Dude, my brother and I
That's
were
like-
just, oh my God, we were just reaming Howden the whole game. Like, get him off the ice.
Damn. That's definitely names we're gonna look back on.
Sure, someone's got a Elias Anderson jersey buried somewhere.
Oh,
Yeesh.
too.
Yikes.
I think Snapboy Steven has an Anderson jersey.
Oh, he's probably got
Oh
like
my
5.
God.
He's got the Team Sweden one, which is actually sick. He might even have
Yeah.
a Hartford one. He might have the Hartford nameplate for the locker room.
Yeah, he probably does.
He got the coolest shit. I don't even know where he gets
Yeah.
half this stuff. It is insane. This man's collection. I envy it.
Same with me. No, not Sean Avery. Sean Day is what you meant to say.
Sean Day, Tampa Bay Lightning legend.
Yeah.
I have one, and it's actually not awful.
Dude, they're not bad at all. But you got to get them from the right seller. Like, you got to do your research on the sellers. If you buy from a shitty seller, you're gonna get for what you pay for. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I have a bad seller DH Gate jersey. One sec.
Let's say.
Honestly, for the price, it's pretty solid of a deal.
You rocked the Mets one when we went last year, right? That one wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it's not a bad jersey. I have a couple from there.
An Oscar Lindbergh jersey, yeah. Got Louis Domingue out there.
So you can show the pins that our goalie staff doesn't teach goalies to punch pucks in the air. Do you imagine that?
Is that it? That's Dylan McElrath? No fucking way.
No shot.
Oh my god, a Dylan McElrath jersey.
I got that. I got a Kevin Klein.
That's unreal.
Legendary.
And I couldn't find it in there, but I have a Mika, and I'm pronouncing this correct. I'm going to pronounce it how they spelled it. Mika Zibanejad. I could not find it, but I do have a Mika Zibanejad jersey.
That's great. Do I rock a Louis Domingue jersey?
Oh my god,
that's a good one too.
I see Cam Talbot in the comments. We actually do have a Cam Talbot jersey. That's packed away.
Tanner Glass, Aaron Voros.
Aaron Voros. Hey, Aaron Voros.
He shows up to a lot of Ranger games.
Dude, he's a good dude. You remember that goal he scored for the Rangers where he like took his stick and baseball bat swung against the glass?
Yeah.
Aaron Voros.
Oh my god.
Vinny Prospal.
Oh my god.
I saw someone rocking a Prospal jersey at a game one time.
Oh my god, Vinny Prospal. That's a classic. Michael Sauer. Oh man. I always wonder how Michael Sauer's doing, dude. He was a good Ranger before Dion Phaneuf absolutely ended his career. He was a solid ass defenseman.
Yeah.
Him and McDonough, dude, him and McDonough were they not a pair? And they were like a shutdown pair.
I really wonder how he would have ended up being like in that 2012 playoff run if they had him.
I think he would be, dude, he would have freaking awesome. Because you know what I loved about Michael Sauer is we remember him being like this really tough defenseman, like, dude, because he laid body and he was a hell of a fighter. But he was a really solid defensive player. He's like Ryan. He would like defensively reminded me of Ryan Lindgren, but he was so mean. Like, oh god, what a shame that we couldn't get to see a Michael Sauer career.
Yeah, seriously. The chat's going wild.
They're going.
Yeah,
Listen, all the names of the book.
Dominic Moore, you know what? That's worth it for game
Dominic
6.
Moore. Yep. Have a Dominic Moore t-shirt buried somewhere. Michael Blows-of-all. Oh my god.
Benny Pouliot.
Oh my god. Santa so silver. Just stop. Oh my god.
Dan Boyle.
Oh
Wade Redden.
Dredden. Oh my Connor Brickley. Dude, I love this shit so much, man.
This is great.
Chat's going absolutely wild right now.
Jesus Christ.
All the OGs.
Oh my god. Hey, how funny was that McElrath jersey though?
That was too funny.
He got traded a week after I got that jersey.
God.
I was a McElrath guy, but only because I loved it when him and Keith Yandel were a pair. Oh my god, Dan Blackburn, double blockers. Oh, dude, I loved McElrath. Like that one season he actually played with us, I thought he was really good. And then he started that next season so bad, and then we just dished him with Florida. Paul Mara. Oh my god.
Jason Magna.
Oh my liquid hot Magna. Oh my god. Dude, there's just so freaking many. Like now I want to go on Hockey DB and just look up all these guys. Darius Kasparaitis. That's a mean mother.
Michael Grabner.
Oh,
Grabner. Grabs.
That guy was awesome. You needed an empty net goal. You just put him on the ice.
Wow.
Oh, dude. He was a freaking man. I loved Grabner.
Andre Pavlek.
Oh, God. Ew. Oh, my God. The worst backup in history.
Boo.
Bernie Evans.
Oh, my God. Gabrick. Dude, hold on. Boo Nieves, his uncle lived down the street from me, and he used to go to all the Wolfpack games in Charlotte.
Wow.
Dude was
That's a
loud.
fun fact.
Gabrick and Nash jersey. Oh, hell yes.
What about Nick Holden?
Oh, my God. Hold on.
Boy.
I got
You didn't.
you.
You
No.
don't. No, you don't.
Not a jersey. Hold on.
Oh, he's got to go out of the room for this one. Oh, my God.
No way he has something Nick Holden related. Yes, I have seen a Gabrick or Nash jersey because not CJeths Nick, but other Nick has a Nash jersey, and I have a Gabrick jersey. So that's freaking unreal.
Was one of the chillest guys I ever met in my life. At Roosevelt Field Mall, what was the name of the place? They used to do the player meetups. I don't think they do them anymore. But my mom met Zuccarello, Dorsett, and Broussard one time. We met Hagelin and McDonough, and it was Nick Holden and Jesper Fost is who we met that day. Nick Holden might be the chillest dude I've ever met in my life. What a great guy.
That's unreal.
Yeah. Oscar Lindbergh, that's another jersey I have. huge specimen. These are all the classics. I love it. Oh, Boogie.
Paul Carey.
Paul Carey. The defenseman for the Ottawa Senators, if you guys remember that tweet. Pavel Brendel.
Adam Clendenning.
He's back, baby.
Back. He's here.
Nick Antropov. Surprised no one said Pavel Bure yet.
Mike Rupp.
Rupper.
Oh my God.
I
Dude,
like
I love-
Rupper as an analyst a
Yeah,
lot.
he's
Isn't
a
he
good
awesome?
analyst,
Yeah, Joe?
for sure.
We're still
Anyone-
live. We're just chat. We're talking about. Hey, do you know where your Cam Talbot jersey is? Go get it. Go get it. Yeah, I wish I could name off all the jerseys. Dude, I have over 200 jerseys. We put away a bunch of them. Yeah, pull it out. Why not? Dude, we have some of the most random jerseys like you've ever seen in your life. It's actually bizarre.
I love it. I love it.
Go get that. Go get. This is the
Oh,
Yager
that's
one.
a beauty.
This is the classic Yager one.
That's a beauty.
Oh, that's a beaut.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I have a Coho Eric Lindros jersey. That jersey's beat the Eric Christensen, the
Shootout
face-off-
legend.
yes, and face-off wizard, dude.
Face off wizard.
That's funny. Donald Brashear. Oh my God, you guys remember when Donald Brashear? Dude, I've never seen a Rangers player get booed so much in my life than Donald Brashear. They torched him.
We're really going to be talking in a few years about guys like Tim Gettinger this way.
Yeah. Oh, Timmy Getz.
Anthony Greco. The speed demon.
Shadow.
The speed demon.
Tato. Oh my God, man.
Tony B.
Oh my God. Gartner, that's a good one. Oh, Lucky Luke. Jason Strudwick. Oh my God. Steve Eminger.
Eminger, yes. I was ready for a Steve Eminger comment.
Oh my God.
Brian
dude.
McCabe.
Oh my
I
God.
kid you
Packed a lot
not.
away.
I kid you not, Thomas. I saw someone rocking a Dan Carcillo jersey at a game one time. I kid you not.
When I tell you
It was
that I
earlier
own
this
one.
year. You own one? Oh my God, that's unreal.
Hey, do you know where Dad's Carcillo jersey is? That's got to be in the closet downstairs, right? All right. Dude, we have the most random goons. Rob O'Gara. Dude,
Wow.
we used to go to Rangers games when we were living in New York. We'd go as the goon squad. We had Carcillo, all right, Joey Koser. Joe, do you have a Bugard jersey? A Bugard jersey. Dude, we had like the goon squad. It was insane.
That's unreal.
Josh Juris. Classic. Brandon Peary. Do not speak ill on Brandon Peary.
Brandon
Do not
Peary.
speak ill of that man. Oh my God.
Ryan
Mike
Sprout.
Oh my God. That's what we traded Pumple for, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God. Steve Rutchin. Oh my God.
Mackenzie Skapski.
Scapper. Oh my God. Dude, we could do a whole live stream just naming random
Ryan
Rangers players in
Clough.
history.
Dude, that would be
Ryan
sick.
Clough, former coach of the Devils. Peter Pruka. Book. We have a Book-a-Boom jersey too.
Oh
That's
my
a good
God.
one.
Oh my god, I love
Yeah.
this. Oh my god, this is a goated chat, by the way. I love this.
Everyone's chipping in with all
John
these
Mitchell.
Oh, John Mitchell! Holy shit!
names.
What do you got?
No, I don't have it. Well, my boot guard's down there, but I can't find any of my other jerseys. Oh,
We
is that what my sticks?
Merrick Malik between
Malik.
the legs.
I've been looking for this for like a month.
Oh my god. Oh shit! It's 3:00, boys. I gotta dip.
All good. Yeah.
I
was gonna
got
wrap
so
this up.
distracted.
Oh, that was
unreal.
fun.
Matt Hunwick.
Oh my god, dude. We should plan a live stream, all of us, and just literally just name random Rangers players just for an hour and a half,
Just
2
keep
hours.
going around.
You could literally do it and have a whole live stream because you'll think about players that you. Oh my god, Michael Haley.
Like
Jason
Jason Ward.
Ryan
Ryan McLeod. Jack Johnson.
Oh my god.
good.
Not
I'm
the
not even
singer.
joking. I will sit here and do a live stream. We'll talk for 2 hours about random players. That would be so much freaking fun. All right.
Oh my god.
Sting Minetti. Oh my god. What a stream. That was a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Awesome.
awesome.
Wow.
That was
Oh
amazing.
my god. Chat just ran with it.
Oh my god. Glenn Healy. Vinny Lettieri.
Yes.
Dude,
Vinny Lettieri.
we follow his dad on Instagram. Tino Lettieri. That guy's an animal. Peter Nedved. Chris. Oh my god. Oh, these are
stuff.
classics. Holy
Good
shit.
stuff.
This would
Great
be an
stream.
unreal stream. Just doing this strictly.
Oh, dude, let's plan for it. I'm not even joking.
Go down in
We'll do
the
it.
freaking history books.
Tony Amonte. Skajais. I got a Brady Shea jersey. I have a Brady Shea autographed puck. This would be my favorite Ranger. Oh my god, Lundmark.
Oh my god, these names.
Oh my god. Killers.
Absolutely unreal. But we're gonna wrap this one up now after going on for a half hour just naming random Rangers.
That's
Joel
that's
Lundqvist, you mean Niels Lundqvist? But
Oh man.
appreciate everyone in the live stream that tuned in. We love you. Appreciate you guys. Remember to leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you guys are new, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast.